In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
YouTube.com/CLAMBAKED.
Ah, God.
Damn it.
Damn it. Fuck.
Happy Friday night, fathermuckers. You are on the internet. You are on the internet. You are listening live.
24/7.
24/7. Isn't that a fact?
Yeah.
That's right, that's right, that's right. We're here. We're in charge.
It's
Large Marge.
Season 2, Episode 4, Clambake
right,
Show.
that's
Kings
right.
of the Slow Party up in this bitch.
Right, man.
Anybody trying to step,
We know
they're
how to do
fucking.
it.
Yo, what's good, man?
How are
Proper
ya?
handshake,
Proper
man.
handshakes. We almost knocked the bong over. That would have been a catastrophe.
That would have been drug abuse.
That would have been a typical Clambake move, though.
That would have been fucking terrible.
Drug abuse right there.
Yeah. So, what's up, guys? How you feeling? Hopefully better than me.
He's got the syphilis.
I got the syphilis.
He's got the
syphilis.
gonorrhea.
I got the chlamydias.
That's right.
I got the venereals.
That's right, guys. Hey, 2018, it just proves that you still got to double bag it, you know?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Shit, man. We hope you guys are, ready to start the slow party right. And, we'll sail you right into the...
The good thing about the slow
middle of the
party
night.
is that it kind of starts, but it really never ends. Because it never really, reaches that peak. It's the slow party, you know what I mean? It's like a bass vibration. It's really low. It's just steady. It goes, the whole way. It's like... And those are the waves that go the longest throughout the galaxy, you know what I mean? Like, the scientists have kind of posited that the Big Bang Theory, they have their estimations on the length of time due to the length of the vibration or whatever the fuck. And so it just goes to show the slow party has been here since the dawn of time.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hey, man.
I really don't know how to explain it, but, I mean, it just sounds like it makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go with it.
I think bass frequencies travel best in water also. Like high-pitched noises don't really, they kind of stop quickly or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I ain't no expert on that shit.
Yeah, you don't sound like it.
Yeah, I'm talking a bunch of shite.
Man, that Real Big Fish song does bring me back to, say, basketball days or even before that, I think. That
before
shit was
basketball,
popular,
because I remember I was in basketball, and I was like, what? Real Big Fish is in basketball?
I listened to that stuff over and over. It's been years, so I mean, it was kind of refreshing to throw some Real Big Fish up on there tonight. So we hope you guys enjoyed it. We're here to celebrate the new release of something special. We'll let you know at the last segment of the night tonight.
Very, very last segment.
So stay tuned. We're just fucking clickbaiting you right now.
Indeed.
we got nothing for you, man. We came with nothing planned. I mean, shit, just like usual, you know. We just kind of just hit from A to Z with everything.
Yeah, dude, we're just doing the slow party. I mean, I'm still recovering from a fucking some sort of shitty illness. Yeah,
man.
So I can hear. I couldn't hear yesterday, and the couple days before that. So that was a big improvement. I got to hear ska today, so my life was a lot better.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. I see you got your vitamin C and all your vitamins and stuff.
Yeah,
this is the worst time of year. Like I haven't been sick in a while just because I haven't had a fucking real job in a while. So I haven't really been in the public. But I just remember, you know, being in sales or anytime you work with the public. That's obviously when you're getting sick the most.
Taking public transportation all the time and shit, dude. Yeah, it's pretty.
You gotta be brave. You gotta be a brave soul to take public transportation every day. You know.
It's all about knowing when to wash your hands too. Yeah. It's like you should always wash your hands, right? But if you're like at the public restroom at some places, like at the train station or something, like if they have the dispensers that you gotta touch, don't even wash your hands. Like maybe do the water, but don't even touch that fucking. There's more germs on that shit than there fucking are anywhere, man.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
Get fucking learnt.
Get learnt, dog.
Thanks for learning me that.
And that way you'll never get sick like me, Alex.
You just touch turnstiles and then just you lick the fucking turnstiles, man. Every time you go in there.
I get so grossed out when
I drop my Charlie ticket.
If I'm climbing up onto the train, like if I'm coming from like a lower platform or something, and I kind of gross myself out sometimes when I grab the railing and I go up, I'm like, oh fuck, I just touched the railing. And I'm not even like a germaphobe like that either, but it's like the more you do that sort of shit, the more sick you get.
It's funny that when you go grocery shopping,
you're about to catch this.
This is stupid. I see people like they'll grab the wipes before they grab the shopping cart and wipe the shopping cart handle off. And I never do that because it's like, hey, I'm not touching my mouth. I'll wash my fucking hands, whatever.
Yeah.
I just, you know, do they judge me for not cleaning my shopping cart?
Yeah, I never noticed personally. I'm a fucking I'm a fidgety motherfucker too. Like I'm always like bouncing my leg and I'm like touching my face and shit. Like I'm always like doing stuff. I'm fidgety. So I got to make sure my hands are like maintain a certain level of cleanness and stuff because I'm like, you know, who knows? Maybe my fingers will be in my mouth fucking like digging at something. Who knows?
From nose to mouth. Nose to mouth all the time.
Nose to ass.
What up, Kevin Carter, man?
Hey,
I hope you're enjoying that nice Gorilla Glue. Good to have you here, Sean. And let's see, we got Battle Axe as always.
Getting me sanitary gloves.
Good.
Need them.
And Acid Drop's in the chat. Good to have him here tonight, but no.
Acid Drop, what up, bud? Goofball. I saw him in the chat during the fucking gaming stream.
Yeah.
He's making a complete putz of himself.
Nice.
He said a bunch of racist
That was
stuff.
a catastrophe. Honestly, like, so I appreciate anyone for tuning in for the Punk Gamer attempt the other day, but I just couldn't get those games to work, so hopefully within the next week or so I'll pop up another one and have actual games prepared. Maybe I'll do a walkthrough. I like doing the gaming stuff with another person, though. It's always good to you know, kind of go through a two-player game together, you know? If it's not you, then...
I was watching something last night, actually. I was watching, it was like a Let's Play of the PlayStation 1 game grind session.
Yeah.
Just because I was thinking about that game and I was watching the Let's Play. And what the dude did was every level, he had just like a couple people like hang out with him and just like watching him play and just like talking and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like borderline podcast based on like what the fuck the dude's doing on the game. They're just talking about what's happening and blah, blah, blah. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. I was silent the whole time.
Yeah.
Plus I was really baked. So getting baked and not having your stuff prepared beforehand isn't a good idea. So I apologize for anyone that was annoyed with the lack of gaming.
I'm trying to get this motherfucker here to possibly do some more Punk Gamer stuff coming up. We'll see what's up with that.
Yep.
I think there's a lot of potential in it. I find it entertaining too. So don't let one bad experience turn you off from it.
Oh yeah, man. I think we've had weeks in a row of bad experiences after bad experiences.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. That just means we do.
It's true.
Like a pregnant woman who's been pregnant for roughly 9 months.
I've been hooked on a few of these videos, and it's from Detroit, right? I've been learning strangely a lot about Detroit the past week or so.
The video game?
No, I know there is a video game. I know I shifted gears from video games to
actual
real life.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Actual real life.
Detroit, okay.
Yeah, Detroit. they have like a squatting problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I guess a lot of places do, but you know, it's kind of a poor area, and but they have a fucking squatting problem, man. And this kind of brings us, you know, into one of the first videos I'll go into in a second. But I never thought that they had like squatter. I've heard of squatters' rights, but I thought it was just a slang
let me get a
word.
nickel bag.
Oh shit.
15 bucks, little man.
Oh, shit.
Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
Gorilla.
My jungle love, yeah.
What?
Oh, we
Say what?
I think I wanna know ya, yeah, what?
Smoke dope
The
and
hell are
eat
you
pussy
singing?
to jaw breaks.
You don't know Jungle Love? That shit is the Mad Notes. Written by God herself and handed down to the greatest band in the world. The motherfucking Time.
My nickels with the pickles. Let's get this weekend started off right. Alien OG and the Bong and Clambaked on YouTube. Fuck yeah. Shout out to the chat. Love you guys. Love you too, Gorilla Strong. Fuck Streamlabs because...
They censor it because of the fucking swear or whatever?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So they censored the whole thing, but I read it out loud. Fucking...
That's cool.
Fucking Gorilla Strong, man. He's always pumping it in there, man. Getting the night going.
Love you, bud.
We love you, bro.
You're the king of the slow party.
You are the king of the slow party, so... Look who fucking walked in. Look, he donates before he jumps in the fucking chat.
He's like, first things first. Let's get this pop.
He knows how to make a fucking entrance. That's how you make an entrance right there, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yo, Gorilla's the man. Thank you very much, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. What was I going to say?
You were talking about Detroit squatters' rights.
Detroit squatters' rights. I know, like I said, I thought it was a slang kind of thing. I thought, you know, yeah, they have rights and shit like that, but by law, they actually... You know,
it's pretty hard to claim squatters' rights, I think, in most cases. Like, you'll have to have lived there for... What's that?
From what we're familiar with.
From what I understand, and of course it's different everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, like, part of it has to be, like, you have to, like, maintain residency there for, like, more than 7 years, receive mail there or something.
Honestly, I never really understood it. I thought it was just fucking bullshit. Like, I don't know, made up.
You never heard of C-Squat and shit? In fucking New York or whatever the fuck?
It's just a place where people just
no,
I mean, bums, I've heard, but
well, that's where
leftover
like leftover crack and shit, like in a bunch of like crust punks and stuff. They live
house.
Yeah, it's a straight squat house. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if someone invites you in, like, yeah, man, you could stay for a day, but if I'm like, all right, this guy invited me in,
like, if Fish wanted, like, if Fish wanted,
legally, they don't have to leave. You know, you invited me in your house. I believe that's how it goes. I don't know. Like, I didn't look too much into it, but I just saw a few of these videos. I don't think it's
like quite like that, but I feel you.
There was just a grip of news stories, especially in Detroit, from this one in particular investigative reporter. But he was just busting a shitload of squatters. Now this one, let's see. This one right here. Pop this up.
Who the fuck is this?
I don't give a shit who the guy is or whatever, but this is the situation where a woman invited someone into their house. You're going to be the judge of this because this person's a real character.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get you introduced to like the host or anything. It kind of doesn't matter. But give you a little introduction about what's going on here. But this is a little squatting story that I thought that was pretty funny.
I'm Andrea Isom on the edge.
She recently did a story about a woman who bought a house in Detroit and wanted to sell it. But a squatter had taken over the house and refused to leave. The police
That's the squatter right there.
But Lynn, the squatter, claimed the homeowner tried to run her over. The homeowner went to jail, and Lynn moved her stuff back in the house.
So far, I was like 30 seconds in.
Sorry,
into
dude. This is entertaining to me.
30 seconds into this, I'm just like, what? The homeowner goes to jail, obviously, because he couldn't hold her cool and fucking went to attack the guy.
Now you're caught up. End of story? Hell no, I say. Possession is 9/10 of the law, after all. So I met with the homeowner in a nearby vacant lot.
Somebody moved in her house, and this is her lawyer.
Like I said, it doesn't matter who the fuck this guy is or whatever,
yeah,
but
he's gonna break it down.
That's the chick's house or whatever.
And they want him out.
Yep.
May I have your permission to enter your domicile?
You have my permission.
So I think that's all you need.
No, it's all right. Let's see what
May I have the keys?
And keys.
So maybe you're a squatter trying to outmaneuver a squatter?
My attorney has the papers that says it's my house.
Well, I brought my bathrobe. I think I'm gonna go move in.
Let's go.
Come with me.
Why isn't there anybody in New England that is that cool? If this isn't
Al
a joke,
Caprillion.
That's true. That's New Hampshire.
Still New England.
That's true.
But before I went to move in, I called the cops. After all, I don't carry a weapon, and Lynn, who is known to the Michigan penal system as Arthur.
So, did you hear that? Lynn, known as Arthur.
Okay.
Like biological.
Okay.
Male.
This is getting more confusing, but continue.
Biological male.
He's on probation for felonious assault with a deadly weapon.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I'm coming to move in.
You are?
Yeah, I got the keys. What's for dinner?
I'm not cooking dinner. I'm finna go pick up my child.
Oh, can I get in?
No, sir.
But I have the deed here.
You do?
Yeah, here's the deed. Here's the check.
Let's go.
All right.
Here's the deed, and I got permission from the landlord.
Okay, tell the landlord to come here.
I can legally go in there.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I can legally go.
Yeah, you can legally come in.
So let me in my house.
I'll let you in your house. This is Lynn Williams' house.
Oh, it's...
She just claimed the fucking thing. Like,
yeah.
Imagine you buying a fucking house and someone me moving in and just kicking you out. I own this now.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of siding with the squatters on this one. I'm just like...
Lynn Williams.
It doesn't say
if you have a life established in this fucking place and you got your kids in there, family, all your shit set up, and then, like, through some fucking legal technicality, which I know ownership and having fucking a deed isn't exactly a technicality.
Right.
And it's like a well-established legal sort of thing that probably should be enforced in most cases, or at least in some cases.
Yeah.
Like, I find it hard to want to fucking make this woman leave.
Well, of course not, because she took all my paperwork and everybody else know it.
If I left my house, say for a month.
And a half.
You think you would be entitled to move in there?
Well,
take my stuff?
Well, it's a lot of, I'm not the only one that is squatting. It's a lot of other people on the block, if you want to be technical, you know, and a lot of people encouraged me to do what I'm doing now.
But she wants her place back.
Yeah, but I had put a lot of work in here, and I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
Is that power hooked up legit there?
My power is...
Yeah. Scumbag, dude. You feel bad for the fucking squatter in this situation?
I kind of do.
Are you serious?
Well, I mean, all right, so I was, from me piecing this together.
It's not legit.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed.
What do you do for a living?
I receive Social Security. I don't have
What
no
happened?
secrets.
Disability?
Yes.
It's getting hard.
What's your ailment?
I'm not going to say.
That's her right.
That is.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Social Security, stealing electricity. Okay. I'm glad you're on your side. This side.
Whoa.
The only thing that I have now is a letter stating that I moved here.
Can I see the letter?
Yeah.
Well, that's from the Postal Service.
Yeah,
that doesn't count. Well, what's your legal name?
She just filled out a change of address on a fucking... That's all she filled out.
Yeah.
Lynn or Arthur? Which one
This is my name. L-Y-N-N, Lynn.
Lynn
Williams.
Lynn Arthur Williams.
That's my government name.
That's the government name.
That's my
but that's
government
not
name.
on that.
As well as Junior. Because I'm a woman. And I'm not trying to... Thank you, because you're trying to call me out here.
I don't think you're going to get away with this.
I mean, I'm probably not.
What the fuck, dude?
All right, so I'm piecing this together. All right, so look, if the woman was like on vacation for a month and this woman just like entered the house and just took it over, I don't support that. But if this is one of those like fucking like delinquent sort of abandoned properties in Detroit that people were trying to buy up for like 35 fucking bucks a couple years ago during the economic crash and shit, and she just like stayed up in that house and fucking did a lot of repairs, and even if she's like stealing electricity and shit, you know what I mean? Like, if she fucking got a life together and has her family inside of there, and this woman just comes in and like, oh no, I own this place. I'm kind of not. I don't know. I'm not. Thank God I don't have to make the decision. I feel for the tenant, the legal or the illegal occupant, I guess you can say. She blessed.
Because I'm a woman. I'm not trying to. Thank you, because you're trying to call me out here.
I don't think you're gonna get away with it.
I mean, I'm probably not.
Yeah.
Only thing that I have stays here until she.
Because what's happening? But guess what? Because that shit's illegal, son.
It's a turn of events.
Call my boyfriend next door.
Are you gonna bail her out? This can technically violate.
That's the boyfriend right there. Hell of a family.
Imagine trying to get on your feet if you're those two people, though.
Yeah. Like, probation, so.
Oh, so she could be violating probation, means she go to jail for a while.
2 years.
2 years, which solves the homeless problem. Look at my new
what a
house.
dick.
It's gonna be great. As soon as the police
get
out.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Will?
Who's so callously just like,
the thing is,
life
man,
ruined. I don't care.
I don't think you're getting the whole point. This person unwelcomely moved in. Like, she was like, all right, you've outstayed your welcome at my house. It's time to leave. Wouldn't leave. They ended up getting into a physical fight. The owner went to jail, and that person was just like, fuck it, now I'm living here. After they were asked to leave. How are you gonna... You're inviting someone to stay there, and then you ask them to leave. I'm interested, though. All right.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
No, I mean...
It can go different ways, but this example is the example I'm going by. I mean,
safety
depending on shit.
Like, if we're gonna go by example, on an individual basis, I say let that person stay. In that instance, there will be other instances where I might not think that, but I'm voting for Arthur. No, Lynn. Lynn.
Dude, all right. Who do you guys got? I don't know if
it's
anyone
okay.
else
I'm probably the one dude on that side.
You guys on the owner? One for the owner or two for Lynn. You know?
Dylan says that host is amazing. He actually is. I was talking some shit, but he's got.
This guy is right up your alley.
Yeah.
I do not know how the fuck you don't like that guy.
I was just trying to fucking
Jesus
I was trying
Christ.
to poison the well, so to speak. I just really wanted my side to appear more
I'm just fucking trying to ripple that water, man.
I'm trying to cast some stones or whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck you do. But you're still on Arthur Jr.'s side.
I actually do not think that that person should be evicted from that house.
You fuck, man.
So some sort of arrangement. Well, then again, I don't know. Whatever the fuck.
Right.
Some legal arrangement.
We'll have to investigate that video again on a different time. Privately, we'll have to discuss that. But I don't know, man. I just thought that shit was crazy. Like, I'm all for like letting people stay at your house and shit and whatever. You know, I've been there. Hell, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what video randomly pops into my head now and then?
What's that?
When I get like really stoned and hungry.
What's that?
Is the David Hasselhoff, like him eating a chip. I'm not gonna play it or anything, but like people have seen the fuck out of it. But it's still funny in my eyes. And I went back and I was watching like a bunch of old videos from back in that time that were still funny. Chocolate Rain. This is when I think YouTube was kind of just getting huge, and they were getting on Tosh.0, people from YouTube at that time, you know.
Yeah.
And that was kind of funny. But Chocolate Rain,
that was
like
so
I
funny.
think the song of the summer when that came out too, you know.
Yeah, I remember my buddy Jumpin' came over and was like, "Dude, have you heard Chocolate Rain?" I'm like, "No, what the fuck is Chocolate Rain?" And he was just like, "No, dude, you just have to look it up. Like, how's it go?" And he's like, "No, you just have to watch the whole shit."
It's people like that made it big because that's how it gets viral. Obviously,
it's just like word of mouth.
You're
and
like,
shit.
you have to see this weird fucking video. Yeah.
Fucking. I don't know what else to say about Chocolate Rain. I got Tazon Day. He was doing a live stream one time, and I got him to say Glanderson Booper.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of funny. I was like, "What do you think of Glanderson Booper?" He's like, acid drop OSY, right? Who is? What is my thoughts on Glanderson Booper? I don't have thoughts on Glanderson Booper because I don't know who that is.
I don't think he's pursued music or anything since then. That was just.
No, he has. He's put out a lot of good music. Yeah,
really?
And he does like covers and stuff. Like he did a cover of the Skyrim song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he just like multi-tracks himself and he does some cool shit.
Obi-Tabi.
Yeah.
Anyone at any time, by the way, sorry to interrupt, let us know if there's any camera lag with the audio.
Yeah.
We've been having issues throughout the past few months, I think I rooted it down to the problem.
Yeah.
But if you guys notice there's any lag throughout, if you're watching, just feel free to let us know. There's no problem there. But
yeah, any technical shit whatsoever. Because like, we try to like go back and watch the episodes afterwards, and it's like the shit's so out of sync.
It's
like,
hard to refer someone if you're like, okay, what's this? Well, this episode skips, so don't watch it. This one skips.
Exactly. So. It's kind of shitty, and people don't really want to watch. Like, it doesn't affect someone like me, because I don't really watch. I'm more of a listener type motherfucker.
Yeah. It's crazy. I was watching other, you watch other podcasts, say like Joe Rogan or Joey Diaz and stuff like that, and they've got big production, not big production, but they'll use video cameras and just different software than what we would use, and that stuff's so expensive, man.
Yeah.
If you add that all up, like each camera, the software and stuff, and it's super expensive. It'd be something I would want to go to school for, like broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, how many people want to go to school for broadcasting?
Yeah.
It's
an overcrowded market.
You got to be one in a million. Oh yeah, especially people doing stuff like this.
I went for a little bit.
This is
I did some of the radio program at NEIT or whatever.
Yeah, this stuff is nothing like that though. This is pressing keyboards. This is fake cameras and
yeah.
When you're dealing with $20,000 cameras, for a TV show, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
One
Canadian Basement, hello. He writes,
oh shit,
Lynn's gotta go. Whoever the squatter is needs to be late term aborted.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's for Lynn. Yeah, that's
boo
for Lynn.
And clap the Canadian Basement.
Good to see you tonight, brother.
Cheers, buddy. Fuck. That's harsh.
Fuck yeah. That's why you were kind of grinding my gears just a little, but we're all subject to our own opinion and everything.
It's all good.
I just didn't.
I mean, trust me, it's hard for me to justify why I think that when I think that like Law and Order and like I don't believe in just like straight up full on fucking anarchy and just like anything goes. And I think that the person who owns the property should property rights are important. They are central to like our society and our civilization and our world. Yeah. Like, I'm a libertarian and shit. Like, property rights are like the central core, like that and like the non-aggression principle. But for some reason, I just feel like she should stay. I don't know. Like, I'm not putting any logic into it, any thought. I'm far too sick for that. I'm going strictly on my.
Should we look this person up on Twitter?
See if they have a Twitter, dude.
Should we look this what was the name? I could find the name again.
Lynn Arthur Williams.
Lynn Arthur Williams
Jr.
Lynn Arthur Williams Jr. All right.
Something like that.
All right, well.
Let's see what we come up with. In the meantime, I pulled up a little bit a small article about squatting, just so we can get a little bit of background on that shit. Squatting is the action of occupying an abandoned or unoccupied area of land or a building. Guess what? This wasn't one of the guess what segments, but guess what? Did you know that squatting is the action of occupying an abandoned or unoccupied area or land or building, usually residential, that the squatter does not own, rent, or otherwise have lawful permission to use? But author Robert Newworth suggested in 2004 that there were 1 billion squatters globally. He forecast that there will be 2 billion by 2030 and 3 billion by 2050. Squatting is largely absent from policy and academic debate and is rarely conceptualized as a problem, as a symptom, or as a social... All right, so this is just a bunch of theology, sort of. I want to know more of the legality of it here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. In many countries, squatting is in itself a crime. In others, it's only seen as a civil conflict between the owner and the occupants. Property law and the state have traditionally favored the property owner. However, in many cases where squatters had de facto ownership, laws had been changed to legitimize their status. So, I guess that would mean, like, in those rare instances where it's like, fuck it,
I don't know, dude.
All right, for example, like I'm thinking of what's that place? It's I think it's in California. It's somewhere like in the Southwest, where it's like there's just like vagrants who live there. It's like a little town.
It's in Vegas, right? Well, not Vegas. It's in Nevada.
Maybe. Do you know what it's
Slab
called?
City.
Slab City.
Slab City.
All right,
That's a perfect example. It's a squatter city.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Go ahead. You might know more about it than I do.
I don't know a ton. That's why I thought maybe I'd bring it up, hoping you knew a little. So like say the state, which I mean I guess a lot of that was abandoned military property or something like that. So if the state could like kind of come and just like be like, all right guys, the fuck out of here. But when in fact it's just like free human beings who have kind of created their own little fucking thing.
These are like pictures of it as you're entering it. It's pretty crazy. This one guy maintains and paints this all the time.
Yeah.
I saw a couple documentaries on it. One on like I think Vice or something, but
yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's
crazy,
not like
dude.
some paradise or it's just like, oh, we all live in a happy commune. Apparently it's a really violent, fucked up, drug-filled, fucking like mentally ill people sort of place.
They make it seem. I mean, you all have to put your own work in to get shit. You know, food. Someone does the water. You know, so they're all putting in to get something. But yeah, you can't trust people.
No, of course not.
No, there's no law. That's lawless. So I'm sure people have definitely been murdered there. But like, it's just a wasteland in the middle of the desert that at one time was a functioning city.
Mm-hmm.
And then turned into this, but it's crazy, man. But yeah, this is if you want to talk about squatting, and stuff. This is a perfect example of a squatting village.
Yeah, so I mean, like for example, like I don't think that the government should really be able to like go in and fucking
bathing in ponds,
boot these dudes out, or if anybody else owns that property, like Slab City, I think should just kind of be its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is.
So yeah, and so I guess that's an example of me sort of subverting my usual.
Oh, California, sorry, man.
Oh, yeah, I thought maybe it was somewhere in the West Coast, you know. But, so I feel like that almost falls under de facto ownership, maybe. And, so they claim, squatters often claim rights over the spaces they have squatted by virtue of occupation rather than ownership. So in this sense, squatting is similar to and potentially a necessary condition of adverse possession, by which a possessor of real property without title may eventually gain legal title to the real property. So, I mean, hey, I guess what it comes down to is... I don't know. I don't feel good. What do you think about...
I mean, I'm not going to break it down like a scientific fucking fact, but I mean, like, if you're homeless and there's a tent city or something, and you got to go stay somewhere... I mean, that place right there, Slab City, just seems like the more happening spot, not Hollywood Boulevard or anything. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're squatting in a public place like that, you're more of a nuisance than anything.
Yeah.
You know, like Death Row, stuff like that. So Skid Row, not Death Row. Jesus
I know
Christ, Skid Row.
Yeah.
So that's more of a nuisance to society than. I mean, you can't just forget about these people and stuff because most of them are mentally ill and all that shit. But, yeah, they're forgotten people that just fucking that started these fucking communes or whatever.
Battle Axe, right? So, because I've lived here since 1986, I own this apartment. Sweet. Well, see that I actually
exactly
that is really kind of feeds into why I think that. Because I kind of
for Christ's
sakes. I really do kind of fucking think so to a point.
That's an example that
especially
it's like biased. That's a biased opinion.
Yeah,
though.
but
that's a very big biased opinion.
Yeah, I mean, so like somebody else legally owns that apartment and shit, but like how much work has like been put into there from you, the occupants and stuff,
right.
Like you know. But
don't be afraid. If you need a bowl or anything, just let me know. Yeah, we'll take a little breather for you.
What is it? So one more little thing about the squatting thing. In the United States, squatting laws vary from state to state and city to city. For the most part, it's rarely tolerated to any degree for long, particularly in cities. There have been a few exceptions, notably in 2002 when the New York City administration agreed to turn over 11 squatted buildings in the Lower East Side to an established nonprofit group on the condition that the apartments would later be turned over to the tenants as low-income housing co-ops. So, squatters can be young people living in punk houses, low-income or homeless people, street gang members, or artists.
Yeah. I mean, that gives it kind of a good... You're like, oh, punk people, obviously you're going to be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, yeah, it's... Depending on the type of person they are, man. You can't judge the culture. It's the individual.
Yeah.
Within that's gonna taint it and shit. I think
Sure.
It's one bad egg to spoil the dozen, or whatever the fuck. I don't. I'm trying to think of some dumb saying.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm. You get
Trust me, I'm not one of those anarchist dudes who thinks that like property is theft.
Mm-hmm.
Where like there's a lot of particularly the ANCOMs, they really think that like rent is like a crime, like charging people rent and shit, and that like that property ownership should be against the law. Like yo, look, if you own a bunch of this property and it's not being occupied by people, then you have no legal right to fucking prevent homeless people from having a place to stay when you're not going to let people stay in there until, you know, whatever the fuck. And I'm not one of those people, you know what I mean?
Right.
I never really subscribed to that ideology. But I think there's a little bit of wiggle room. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, or maybe I'm unprincipled to a little degree.
Yeah,
there's. I think there could be exceptions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but would you call it squatting? If the person didn't want to pay their way, like they agree to like live there, move all their shit in, stuff like that, occupy a room, fucking act, you know what I'm saying? Like do whatever, and then just agree to just like take over the place.
Let me let me put in like the most absurd example that would never happen to try to paint my side of the picture. Like, so this is the fucking far exception and not the rule. I'm not trying to paint it otherwise. But all right, say you have, you know, you're an 18-year-old person. You meet this like 25-year-old guy. It's like, yeah, dude, I own this house, and I own it. You can stay here as long as you want to. I'm just gonna go on a trip to Machu Picchu. I should be back in like a year. And then the guy doesn't come back for like 35 years for whatever the fucking reason, because he goes on a fucking crazy ayahuasca trip. And he comes back 35 years later. The guy's like been living in the house the whole time, like as per the agreement. But like, yeah, you said I could stay here and shit. And then it's like the guy comes back.
That's a different situation.
He's like, I'm back. All right, so
now get
the ayahuasca trip. Yeah, now you have to like. Then the guy has to like figure out something out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a time period. It's an ethical kind of thing within the two people. I would say it's depending on the agreement upon, you know, between the two parties or whatever, is, you know, what is. I think I would base it on. I don't know.
I think that's a really good way to look at it.
Depending
honestly.
on the agreement, it's like, all right, if I'm letting you stay here for a couple weeks, it's not like, hey, now you're working on your car in my garage and fucking, you know, just leaving the toilet seat up and shit.
Well, I'm saying if this dude hasn't come back in like fucking 25 years, just be like, well.
I thought you were dead. You're legally declared dead at that point, I think, if you don't come back at that time. Yeah. But I mean, if dude, that's a fucking very fictitious.
That would never happen.
That's a fictitious story right there.
Absolutely. Like, that's a movie plot more than a fucking thing that happened, you know?
Situations. I don't know why we're on this squatting tip, but it's like I said, man, it was very interesting this week.
It is interesting.
I'm
glad to have talked about it because it's really challenging
just
me.
Just different. And like I said, there's abandoned homes all around Detroit, Chicago, all these places. And yes, I agree. Say if it's abandoned or like a mansion, they just kicked some dude out of a mansion. I wish I'd saved the video. I'm not going to stream it right now. Yeah. Squatting at just a mansion that the bank owned. Mm-hmm. Something like that. It's like, now see, I'm on the fence with. You know, I'm not going to say I'm going to try to live there and declare the home mine. If someone was like, get the fuck out, I'm like, all right, peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in trouble. But if I notice that no one's living at this house for months, a year.
Yeah.
It's perfectly in good shape. I have no place to go. If I had to, might as well. You know?
Dude.
Something like that. And then if someone kicks you out, if it's fucking condemned, then yeah, you gotta leave. But if you're just like,
maybe
no,
you're right. Maybe the squatting thing is a perspective thing of the squatter.
It's definitely
if the squatter is more of just like, they feel really entitled. They'd be like, I deserve to stay here because I've been here for. You're kind of right.
That's exactly that story that we were just watching. That's what I didn't. That's why I didn't get why you were on that side. And I'm.
You're right.
You know, it's that's why I don't know.
Oh man. So I mean, that's kind of right. Like,
I'm not trying to be right
because like if I was a squatter,
I'm trying to have you see my perspective of it.
Yeah, if I was a squatter and I'm doing good for a little while, even a few years, and then the owner's like, hey, I'm like, all right, fine. I'd probably have a as Anti-Flag calls a house destruction party before I left though.
Yeah, but if you heard her, she was like, there's a bunch of people in the neighborhood doing it, and people told me to do this.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, but then again, that ties into what I was
admitting that it's fucked.
What I was saying about like there's straight up like fucking full neighborhoods of Detroit that were abandoned and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like.
But there's no one living in that house in the first place.
Yeah.
It's not that lady was living there.
She was living there?
That lady, the white lady
woman
owned the house.
Yep.
She was like, all right, they were both living there. She was like, all right, time to go. Wouldn't leave. They got into a fight. She fucking tried hitting her with her car or whatever that assault was or whatever.
Yeah.
Went to jail for a couple months, I think. I forget what the fucking story was. You can go back. Yeah, and she pretty much declared the house hers and wouldn't get the hell out.
Dude, Dylan writes, stayed in a punk house for about a week in South Carolina. There was no running water. Everyone pissed into a bucket, and you shit in the toilet and use the piss bucket to flush the toilet.
Nice.
That's what squatting gets you, dude.
Stop.
Oh, I love it.
I would have an upper deck. I've done it.
I leave an upper deck. Yeah. That would, yeah. That's fair.
Jesus Christ, that's so funny.
Oh my God.
I know, but like I said, it's not a right or if I'm right or anything. It's just a perspective of the squatter. The situation, man. If it's an abandoned house that got foreclosed, no one's living in that shit. I guarantee you there's no copper in it in the first place. I guarantee it's been ransacked for everything valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah. You got something?
Hey, guess what? Did you know that the sales director for Backpage.com had pleads guilty to conspiracy?
What?
Yeah, it's totally true. The sales and marketing director of Backpage.com pleaded guilty Friday to conspiring to facilitate prostitution, acknowledging that he participated in a scheme to give free ads to prostitutes in a bid to draw them away from the competitors and win over their future business. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah.
I kind of always wonder why Backpage was sort of like allowed to operate. Not that I'm against it. It's just like...
I think the only time I heard of Backpage was in reference to like ads or something, right? Like if someone's like... That's like how I think Craigslist or something got busted for prostitution or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it makes sense.
Some of the site's operators are also accused of laundering money earned from ad sales after banks raised concerns that they were being used for illegal purposes. In all, 6 others affiliated with Backpage.com, including founders Michael Lacey and Jim Larkin, still face charges in the case.
No shit.
So he faces a maximum fine of $250K, up to 5 years in prison if he's convicted. And so, yeah.
I mean, it serves him right. Serves him right, motherfucker.
I don't know. I don't know if this just is more evidence that we sort of need to leverage some sort of like legal avenue for sex workers across the U.S. and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you necessarily have to make like all prostitution legal and make our streets completely fucking insane.
Right.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe
the oldest occupation, though.
Yeah.
The oldest occupation. Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely. I don't care what 2 consenting adults do. I mean, I guess you can argue that a woman who's selling her body in exchange for money isn't necessarily doing it voluntarily. I think it's a fucking gray area. If a woman's like, hey, I don't mind doing this for some fucking cash, whatever the fuck, go right the fuck ahead, man. And it's kind of cool. It would be cool if it was some, like, legal, protected, safe...
It is fucking in Nevada, though.
Yeah, in like one place or something. It's not like even like the whole state, I don't think.
I think it's legal in the whole state, prostitution, man.
Really? I mean, you could be right. I don't know much.
But they just have like that cat house, you know, which everyone knows.
That's the one I knew. Like I
never watched it or anything. I just know it was on HBO at around like 10:30 at night.
I don't really know like a whole lot about prostitution and shit. I just know that I think that like, sort of like. I can't even keep a fucking train of thought. I'm so fucking sick. But it's like, no, if they had like a safe and protected avenue, there was like sort of like legal guidelines that they wouldn't have to like walk seedy fucking streets at night and work these fucking corners and be at like weird ass fucking truck stops and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why there's a hooker and there's an escort, and there's a lot lizard, and then there's a crack whore that's just doing it for one thing. You know, it's like
that, and that's what's called reality. That's called American culture. And you could say that's kind of a funny thing, or it's negative thing. I don't think it's either of those things. It is what it is.
That's fuck McDonald's, because like prostitution is the like if you're ordering an escort, like you can really have it your way. Or is that Burger King? Have it your way, right?
That's Burger King.
That's Burger King. So fuck Burger King. You know, it's like you really can just go to a website.
Yep.
And just have a girl come to your house from anywhere. Escorts. I'm
not
saying I know one.
Yeah.
Personally, but I know for a fact you probably could just find a site right now and have one come over.
I just think it's a bad look for fucking women who are like trying to do that shit and it's like consensual, like whatever the fuck, for them to get in trouble and face jail time and stuff. And especially if some of them are doing it like to feed their kids, which is I don't know, like it's a whole fucking ethical sort of fucking quagmire where like you wish that these women didn't have to do this, but at the same time there's a sizable fucking amount of that people who do that are just like kind of fine with doing it and want to do it and want legal protected rights and shit. And I say we should support that because that kind of takes power away from like pimps and shit.
Like, what would you do if your son was at home? You know?
Yeah, crying all alone on the fucking kitchen floor because he's hungry.
And like the only way to feed him was probably to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. You know?
We should write a song about it.
Like daddy's home in and out of lockdown. He ain't got a job now. You know, it's like shit like that is situations why, you know, you got to feed your kids. You can't get a job, you know, if you...
I think we should write a song. And it should go like this.
With those exact...
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Hookers are okay, and you need to respect them.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a melody?
No, I was thinking that. What would you do if your mother was at home? I don't know.
I'm just kidding. You ever see that skit where it's like, it's a comedy skit on YouTube? It's like, man almost invents Twitter.
No.
It's like it's a dude. He's just sitting there with his friends, and he's sitting there. He's like, "What if there was a website and you just like typed in 140 characters?" And his friend's like, "What?" He's like, "Nothing." Like
stealing his idea.
He was like, no, he was just like really insecure, and he never told anybody. Yeah. And he was like, "Tweet," and like, "Huh?" He's like, oh, nothing. Like he had the idea, but was too like insecure to go for it.
That's awesome.
That's how we are with that City High song that we're trying to steal.
That's exactly who that is, huh?
City High, yeah.
Oh, man, those songs. It's.
What would you do if your kid was at home? You know, you're from fucking. I'm from the hood, man. I know.
Yeah, I think it was around that time that Ghetto Superstar song was out, right?
Ghetto Superstar, fucking Praz.
Yeah, I really thought that was Warren Beatty. That was it?
Yeah, from Bulworth.
Yeah, Bulworth. The video, I'm like, oh, he's really rapping this? Oh no.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah, that was like Who Let the Dogs Out era.
Yeah.
The worst time for music videos. It's crazy that you just go to YouTube for music videos now, and that MTV is completely... They're doing video music. I just had to block MTV on Twitter for some reason. It said I was following them, but you know, I just had to block them because they were just letting me know who to vote for the Video Music Awards, and it's like, and it's all these like Lil Pump and these artists that are definitely not something MTV would have had on 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
You know? And
I mean, culture's expected to change and stuff.
Of course. I'm not saying I'm not going to expect change.
Uh-huh.
But the music that they were pushing is, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, Snoop Dogg was a fucking gangster back then, and he was the biggest motherfucker, so.
I think the biggest takeaway from, you know, now that I follow the MTV Music Awards and shit, a lot more independent artists are making it there, and that's
all what it was.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
and that's dope as fuck because the mainstream fucking record industry have been fucking everybody for so many decades that they finally got theirs. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's crazy that, you know, an independent artist can make a $2,000 video, make it look the same as, you know, a major label artist, and it doesn't matter. The kids can learn anything as far as video production on an iPhone, for Christ's sakes, you know. So
the technology is in the hands of people and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that it's awesome. It's like this. It's weird though, because like there's this sort of like maximum democracy with music, so to speak, which is like the artists that the people genuinely love the most is gonna get a lot of views. But it turns out that the people really like some shitty stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I mean, but that's nothing new. You know what I mean?
Not to call it shitty, but hey, come on, let's be real. We saw Smash Mouth All Star had 128 million plays.
Well, yeah.
Songs like that, it's
crazy.
It's still probably crushing it. It's been on there it's been on YouTube probably since the beginning of the fucking site, but I don't know.
Peace out, Battle Axe. Talk to you later.
Battle Axe. Have a good one.
B.A. But,
B.A. Tickle the tackle to the tail to tropical turquoise.
Today, Tony and Teresa tickled the tenacious tackle till the tail turned tropical turquoise twice.
Yep. Tongue twister.
No, but, what were we saying?
Screw MTV, mate.
But yeah, no, that's what I was going to say is like punk rock and ska has never been like, I never ran into like large groups of people like, hey guys, how about some ska? And everyone's like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's it makes sense that even though the democracy of, the reach of artists is in the hands of the people, it doesn't really make things a ton better for me personally.
Right. It's
you know what I mean? Because I still have a rather niche taste in music and shit.
It took so long for the music industry to get where it went.
Yeah.
To get to the CD.
Yeah.
You know, like the CD the compact disc was the coolest fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
After the cassette, but it's like, your portable CDs sucked. A portable Walkman.
Yeah. But that was the shit. That was that was the industry for years.
That was the industry for years. So it's like you got your booklet, your linear notes and shit. And then, the MP3, it's like, yes, all about convenience, but then it just takes money away from, and it doesn't take a musician to just think about it, taking money away from the artist. Yeah, you go deep into that. But yes, it does open other avenues for them to promote themselves, like, i.e. YouTube. That's the biggest fucking way for an artist to be like, yeah, where can I find your stuff? Well, I can't afford to get my stuff pressed. Just go to YouTube.
Yeah. Go to YouTube or SoundCloud or just other.
It hurts. Yeah. It hurts artists, but at the same time, it can get you to the point where you could get to a label, get your stuff pressed.
Absolutely.
So you can work it backwards. I don't know. It can go back. It can go both ways. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. I catch what you're throwing.
I feel like that's. I'm not saying I'm unlocking
like like the top SoundCloud rappers and shit.
Yeah,
they get so much more fucking plays than like a new artist that a major label is trying to push. Like, if a major label is trying to push, like, a genuine find.
I think people are past that fake shit, though.
Of course, yeah.
Because it's not genuine, And I'm not saying it's just the genuineness of the artists themselves, but it's, people will watch them grow. Like, say, I don't like the guy, and I'll mention him again, but Lil Pump.
Yep.
This kid fucking blew. I was like, watch. I told my buddy a couple years ago, watch, you're going to hear this name out in the East Coast, and then all of a sudden... He's everywhere like I said, greatest artist of the year on MTV. That's not an honor anymore. Back in the day, it would have been.
Sure.
But I think getting a fucking platinum plaque on YouTube is probably more important than an MTV video music. Exactly. Yeah. I think you've reached more people, and you're gonna consistently. If you're an artist, like not even necessarily a podcaster, say.
Yeah.
You could fucking reach people like that too, but. I don't know. You're not getting signed by a record label, just sitting here smoking weed. I'm not saying it like that, but.
I think the first band that really kind of took this approach of becoming really, really cool and like familiar with their fan base through the internet and using the internet and friendships on the internet to spread word about Linkin Park.
Did they take it one step closer?
They took it one step closer to where we are now, and no, but no, for real though, that's. That's kind of how they did. They didn't like just get signed overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They weren't like really one of those bands. I mean, they could have just rode that really trendy. They just happened to catch that really trendy nu metal wave and shit. But in reality, they really did sort of, from what I understand, they pioneered that whole internet promotion thing.
That's something I definitely didn't know. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, you still have to have money, and you do have to have something backing you to get noticed on this. Say if I had a shitload of money and it wasn't even, it was just like, hey, I want a lot of people to just see us.
Yeah.
We could pay a couple $1,000s and get more views, obviously. Because, our tweets will reach certain people,
You can boost your posts and
it's
shit.
It's all a game. It's all on how you work it. And there's people that get paid to push you, like help you market yourself and like through social media. And it's crazy. I mean, but at the same time, like I said, it's a pay to play.
Yeah.
No matter what the fuck you do.
They say payola's not real and shit, and then it's illegal and stuff, but that's exactly what it is. It's still shit.
If you want to get noticed,
well, it was. Yeah. I would even argue that that's not the case anymore because the internet again has democratized the fucking people and shit.
Yeah. Even Kevin,
he writes Grammy is the top music award that pisses all over MTV.
See, I used to think that.
Yeah.
Because
didn't they give Jethro Tull Best Metal Award one year over Metallica?
I think it was. Like he did
I like Jethro Tull too, but that's kind of weird.
Metallica was heated over it, but I think the Grammys go deep as far as like they'll go to like authors or like Audible books,
yeah.
They go for like soundtrack writers, score, the people that write the songs and stuff. So Grammys actually go deeper than just like the video itself of the artist, It's like who wrote the song and producer and shit like that. So Grammys were cool, but just mainstream artists I think are on the Grammys nowadays. So it's the same shit. Beyonce, Kanye,
it used to be like Quincy Jones and shit, and now it's like the Neptunes.
Yeah,
and it's not even a shit on the Neptunes because I think
they were cool when they first came. I thought
I still fuck with them,
dude. When I was like, yo, there was a fucking skateboarding, like a mainstream rapper that skateboards. I'm like, skateboarding's finally gonna get huge and be accepted.
Yeah.
And it did, but
dude, it
doesn't really matter now.
Skateboarding has its ups and downs and stuff. I've been seeing so many skateboarders like the last like 2 years, and it's awesome. I'm happy.
I think we were talking about this on the phone the other day, and I said I saw zero. I'll see longboarders more than anything in sandals.
I see a lot of that too. Don't get me wrong, but I see a lot of like
fuck out of here.
People like trying to fucking like kickflip stairs and shit.
I mean, that's good on them.
I want to start skating again so bad, but I'm not gonna do like stairs or whatever. I was trying to be day one song. I'm like, I'm gonna skate a low box.
You're crazy. What is it? Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Comes to pay to play shit. I mean, it's worth it. Let me work it. Working out. Yeah. What's he mean by that?
That's rap lyrics.
Oh, okay. Huh? I'm not gonna agree. I have no idea what you're talking about. Trying to find this fucking cursor. I don't even think I have a segue into this. Actually, I do, because this came to me while I was on the throne the other day.
Okay.
Doing what a king does in his castle.
Absolutely.
And I was like, hey man, like Alex was talking about like a haircut not too long ago. He's like, hey, it was the beginning of summer.
Yes.
You were talking about getting a mohawk, and I was like, just you work at a library, maybe you don't get a mohawk. I don't know, man. I wasn't trying to really talk you out of it. I was trying to be, just a positive influence.
I had a mohawk for like 2 years at the
library.
Do your
thing. That's cool. Hey, do your thing, man. Like I said, do your fucking thing. It's your melon. So I was thinking.
It's your melon. Okay, Pauly Shore.
I was like, hey, maybe we can do something where we can get Alex. We can get Alex's haircut voted on by you fine folks out there through donation. As far as donation, I mean, it would pay for his haircut, and once like the $20, I would think it would be $20 cap, enough to pay for his haircuts, because we'll show receipt. It's not like we're gonna pocket the money, but this would be to show. This is the idea I came up with, to show that you got the haircut.
Yes.
But we chose 3 different haircuts for you, and I chose a bowl cut, a mullet, or a fucking bald fade, but you had to get the pencil sideburns, the pencil mustache, and like that Spanish beard and everything, because you get the the landscapage,
scraggly.
You got something to work with, so you know.
But it's like, I mean,
you weren't too down with that. I don't know, man. And like I said, the donations weren't to make money for us. It was to just get people to vote and pay for the haircut.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
maybe next time.
Well, we can maybe discuss this in the future.
Yeah. I didn't mean to push you into it. I don't mean to make you feel awkward.
No, not at all. It's just like normally I would go for that sort of thing.
It's just hair, dude.
No, normally I'd 100% go for that sort of thing. But like, I'm morning, go to work, try to live my life, move past all the negative shit that's been happening and stuff. It's what I did last time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And
so you're gonna get a mohawk?
I'm not really decided yet. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay.
And it's like when I get the mohawk too, right? It's like it kind of looks like the hipster swoosh. You know what I'm saying? I can rock it normal and shit. I don't have to like put it up like look like Lars Fredrickson or whatever.
That would be like an hour a day, I'm sure, and that you would not want to do before work.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's why I love the mohawk, dude. Like, cause I could get that shit fucking up in like 2 minutes in the bathroom and stuff. I just like I'd be like blah 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 blah.
Like what?
Blow dry it and then be like blah 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 blah. And then fucking, I'm looking dope and shit. I'm like, all right, tight. And then fucking, I walk by this one building.
Fly as fuck.
Yeah, dog, I look fly as fuck. And then I'm like walking by this one building in Boston, and I could see myself in the reflection of it every day. I look at myself, yo, is my mohawk up? I look at it, I'm like, yup. This part right here.
Conceited much?
Yup.
Conceited much?
That's when that was in a period of time where I needed. I needed self-confidence, dude. I was like at my lowest point. I was like, I gotta fucking be self-confident, and then it worked.
I'm not dissing. I mean, if you're saying it like that, if you're being open and saying it like that, I'm all for it, man. No, I'm all for being self-confident.
I'm taking it in stride. All the insults and the positivity.
It's not even a fucking insult, dude.
No, I mean the joke. I meant to say jokes and shit. Not insults, but jokes. It's fine with me, dude. Trust me. It's all humor.
I just want to poke you, kick you while you're down. But
I kind of want to get dreadlocks to see if I get yelled at for some cultural appropriation thing.
I would love to see that first of all, but I wouldn't like to see them get yanked out of your head in front of me or something anywhere. Yeah. So I mean, that would be. It's not worth it for you. You got fucking more to live for than getting yourself into a situation like that. But a haircut that I was thinking of for you, like I said, a bowl cut, is mixed with this right here. This is
what do we got?
This is fucking awesome, dude. This guy right here, he probably has the coolest haircut in the world.
Or more commonly known around Springfield as the Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Oh, I've always had it like this for...
What?
Okay. Yeah. Soak it in.
Look at that pause.
So you're telling me, look at this guy.
For years,
this guy. You got
Scoggin
cargo
has been
pants
getting
like that,
attention
right?
for his hairstyle.
I'm wearing cargo shorts right now.
No, I'm not making fun of this guy. This video has...
Oh, I get people that...
This video has nothing to do with making fun of him as a person, by the way.
No way.
Anyone out there, I'm not picking on this person as an individual.
He's equal part fucking Chad. He's equal part, like... Studley Chad.
Scream out Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Page boy.
Says mullet and all that.
Since 2010,
let's go.
Scoggin has gone from just a guy with an interesting haircut to a local celebrity.
Like at that time, he was just kind of like this mythical Bigfoot creature where people like take pictures at the mall. And like he's gotten this following on Facebook where he has like 2,000 or 3,000 followers now.
His Facebook page.
Fuck yes.
Did you hear that? 2,000 to 3,000.
Yo, everyone go follow fucking Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I'm fucking hundo doing that shit.
4,000 followers, and the number continues to grow. But at first,
that's some rookie numbers. Get them up.
He was becoming so well known online. The creator of Facebook's 217 Problems actually made the Chili Bowl Mullet Man page himself.
He set up a page called...
This dude's haircut was so fucking cool. Wouldn't you want to be known as a visionary in your neck of the woods? Because a lot of people, I mean, you could bring something, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be a Chili Bowl mullet.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's him that even created the Chili Bowl mullet. We can go into Google and search the Chili Bowl mullet and probably find one fashionable for you.
Fuck.
You know, this is something that this guy was brave enough to tote around, and he's been doing it for a long time, as he said, so.
That's incredible, dude. I'm loving this guy.
Yeah.
The cargo pants rather, and look at that jacket. Dude.
Mullet Man, and you know, at the time I didn't know there was a site called that. Why not? I mean, if people want to look at me as like some sort of a legend, I mean, why not just take it as the opportunity and go right to it?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. This is my dude.
Look at this guy. He's at a video rental store, mind you. There's nothing cooler.
Wait, is this video rental? Oh my god.
He's at a video rental store, which makes him...
That looks like a GameStop. Or like a GameStop sort of establishment.
It looks like a messy... Dude, whatever. Whatever the fuck it is, it's got DVDs, Blu-rays. This dude is just shopping around.
The Chili Bowl Mullet Man and 217 Problems became friends. And they ended up creating something that took everyone by surprise.
Let's go.
We just basically wanted to go do a video. People loved it. People ate it up. There was like over 30,000 views on that video.
Chili Bowl Mullet Man's claim to fame started right here on the west side of Springfield. But now he's going national. MTV's Ridiculousness spotted one of his videos on Facebook, and since then, his fame continues to grow and grow.
Speaking of MTV,
Chili Bowl Mullet Man. If I really want a horseshoe, I can have a horseshoe.
All right, I don't want to show their show on our show.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get the.
So what you're saying is that reporter chick will talk to me if I get that haircut?
Huh?
That reporter chick will talk to me if I get that haircut?
If I want to Go out.
Never seen a boy.
Oh man, they love that. I'm saying that I'm the chili bowl mullet man and all that. They love that. They believe that was a chili bowl mullet man right there.
Look at his neck.
Scoggin is a perfect example that being who you are.
His last name is Scoggin. Like his last name would be Scoggin.
It should be Skagin. Scoggin. Like pick it up. And
Simply Mac. Let's see what story he goes into.
And he would know.
Hey, you know what?
Chili bowl mullet man.
Oh my God! I just got a boner.
They believe that was a chili bowl mullet man right there.
Scoggin is a perfect example that being who you are is always the best path to take.
It's true. Being who you are is always the best path to take. That's what the chili bowl mullet man lives by. So I just want every boy and girl out there tonight to fucking remember that.
Let me get some F's in the chat. Well, I guess he's not dead.
No, he's not dead, but we can RIP
respect him.
We can respect him.
F to pay your respects.
Hey, you know what? Everybody's got their own way.
In Springfield,
I'm
Grace Gullen reporting.
That guy just fucking loves life.
Good for him, man. I hate life.
Life with a fucking spoon.
Look at this
for
guy.
Breakfast.
Yeah, he has a better life than me because he's enjoying it, and I'm fucking miserable. I hate everything.
Infectious. I hope that smile is infectious for you guys out there.
It's helping me a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of pissing me off because this guy walk around and like I'd be like, hey, what up, fucker? And he'd be like, blessed day to you. And I'm like, he's not even mad.
Yeah, I wonder if people are assholes though and scream like, you fucking, just.
He's probably he's like probably, God, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would just saying chili bowl mullet man alone would be hard to just say seeing him in person enough. I wouldn't even think of something
What
clever.
Springfield was that? What state?
Probably Illinois. I think that was definitely Illinois.
Hopefully, dude.
Missouri.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm guessing it was Missouri or Illinois.
There's a Springfield in mad states. I saw it on like an episode of The Simpsons or
well, I named 3, so I have
yeah. Canadian basement. Lokins, Tony.
You feel raped?
What's up, buddy? Josh Goodrow.
Oh my God, 1 in the chat for Josh Goodrow. Good to fucking have you here.
I love you, buddy.
And Lokins D, man, it's been a while, homie, and it's good to have you here tonight.
Listen, Tony and Josh.
Would love to see you soon.
Tony and Josh, do you guys gotta hit me up like in a few days because I'm still getting over my sickness and shit. But I'm back in town, dog, and I'd love to hang out.
We can get it banging at the Clam Shack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're getting the boys back together, dude.
We can have Clams Casino, oysters, a la carte, all that shit.
You mark my fucking words. We're getting the boys back together.
Boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town, dude.
You know what I'm saying? But it's fucking... So I just thought that haircut alone was just worth... Like I saw that and just like I just had these ideas.
It's really good.
And I'm like, this contest, not even a contest. Like I said, like, if you guys are down, we have a contest. The chat picks, the Clam crew, everyone, whatever out there, whoever wants to fucking pick.
Well, I mean,
we vote through donations. We get it up to $20, like, or whatever. I don't know. What do we do? We got to think of something if you want to do it.
Well, think of something. I mean, because Killdozer's like mullets are alive and well in Southern Illinois.
Yeah,
I mean, the front's long and
look
shit,
at
right?
Theo Vaughn.
The front is long right now,
yeah.
But like this is a mullet, dude. I have a mullet.
Look at this mullet. Theo Vaughn mullet.
That's a mullet.
This dude has probably one of the best mullets going on right now.
That is a pretty serious mullet. That's
not that. That's a fucking hockey hair, dude.
I was gonna say.
This dude's got like the fashion mullet, bro. You could just rock something like that. It's
a
mullet.
Much have that right
This is what I'm saying. We'll go to the Spanish. Listen, there's like I said, there's 4 choices. You can get a fashion mullet, which would just look like a thick faux hawk.
Yeah.
A thick faux hawk, bro. Yeah. It's a thick mohawk, man. Look at that. Look at that ape drape. Look at that fucking...
Listen,
Kentucky waterfall.
If these people want it so bad, get us to 300 subs, and I will fucking do any haircut that you guys vote for free.
Yeah, so
I'll pay for it.
Look, he wouldn't look bad. But look at this guy. Look at Theo Vaughn, man. He's a great comedian right there.
He's funny as shit.
Look, he's got a little rat on his shoulder. Look at that fucking little that swoop.
How long do I have to rock it for, though?
Until you grow it in. Until you grow it in. I mean, or bald fade, fade. Mustache trim.
If we get to 300 subs, bro, I'll do this. I'll do it for free.
Or this, like a haircut like this, guys. Or we want Alex to get like a haircut like this, and we'll take him to a. I'll film it. I'll ask the barber and everything. I want to make it. I'm promising. I'll promise if everyone's down for this, if you're down, I will get this going. And
Jesus,
if you guys are down to donate to get this paid for, we will get him a funny haircut. Like, I mean, look at this. I mean, we could get you a mustache.
I can't grow facial hair good enough to even get a fade, dude.
Watch. We'll we could get your mustache lined up. Just look at this, dude. We could probably get you going like that.
This fool looking like the Wu-Tang logo.
They would just look at. Do you have peach fuzz? They could. The one on South Main Street. They would dye your fucking peach fuzz right there to make it look like that. You know. So you guys could see that. The chili bowl mullet, which
he got the Caesar version of the Apple logo on his face.
Bowl cut, undercut. Here we go. This is the other, like the Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like Brad Taylor 90s haircut right here, which not fashionable. I want it to be like chili bowl mullet, like this hipster chick right here.
Oof.
I mean, I'm not trying to find a fashionable picture of a fucking bowl cut here, but like this dude looks like a doofus.
Like, here's my thing. It's like in my position, I'm hoping to maybe at some point attract someone of the opposite sex in some capacity. So that's why I'm thinking this haircut ordeal is like a bad call. I think I'm setting the bar really low at saying 300 subscribers.
Okay.
Because, like, what the fuck is 300 YouTube subscribers? That's only like 40 more than we have now or whatever.
Ooh.
But fuck life, man. I'll get it. If we get them numbers up and I haven't cut my hair already, I'll fucking do that shit.
Canadian Basement probably said one of the coolest haircuts. I had a fucking rat tail back in the day, so I think that's one to throw into the hat too. I mean, we could throw names into a hat. I don't know, but if you are down for the haircut, I will think of a way to come up with it, and we can bring it up maybe next week if you can wait a week, and then I'll even take you on a fucking Monday, man. You take work off, I'll drive you to get your haircut.
We'll see what's up.
So we'll think about it, but it's gonna be a funny haircut. It's gonna be a funny haircut. We'll get it done, and I don't know, a little something new here. The rat tail I think is fucking genius because all you can do whatever you want. You could have any haircut, but you just leave the rat tail. If you just had a business haircut, parted and everything, normal haircut, and just left your rat tail, people would not know what the fuck to think.
And imagine if I dressed really well, like got really nice tailored suits and shit.
You
always
get
pressed.
People hitting you in the back of the neck with newspaper because they would think it's literally a rat on the back of your fucking neck. Like, who the fuck rocks that anymore, man?
Dude.
But you would have to bring back the fanny pack.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's already back.
It's never left.
It's never left. You got it, bro. Juggalo braids. No, man.
That would be fun.
I mean, we could throw a lot of fucking haircuts in there, but we want a respectable. We want one like a chili bowl mullet is like a barber.
How is that any way more or less respectable than Juggalo braids?
It's not. So I don't know, man. It's the power is yours.
Or the Prodigy double mohawk, like on the sides.
Dude, if you're fucking naming, I mean, you're in. So everyone, we got to get this going. There's not a lot of activity on Twitter through CLAMBAKED lately, but I mean, if we can get something going for next week or something, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I would like to
spam some Facebook groups or something. If you can get the numbers up.
Fuck it. Let's do it tonight.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get something going.
Let's go.
No. What's a haircut cost around here? No, we'll do it some other fucking week. I'm fucking kidding. I'm trying to just get this screen going. Pop the chat back. Yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat for hanging out with us still tonight.
Friday nights are a lot more fun with y'all.
Man. We still got that slow party roasting, man. We got to get those numbers back up, man. I feel like it deja vu about a year ago. It feels like we're back to about a year ago, but hey. It's
yo, what up? First of all, hey, Kara, what's up? Yo, always good to see you. But look at that comment.
Yeah, Nasty Boy's mullet, man.
Dude's like, Kara's like, I shit you not. I work with a guy with a normal nice haircut and rat tail in the back.
There you go. There you go. I mean, it's possible, like I said.
That is so fucking awesome, man. You made my night, dude. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. I'm barely here.
Are
you barely conscious? Is that what's going on, bro? I hope you're doing well. Shout out to fucking Gorilla Strong for starting the night. You know what? That $15 that Gorilla Strong threw in there, that's gonna go towards it right there.
That's
so we would just need another. Yeah, we'll do that right there. So it's already fucking paid for the most part, dude. So it's already we're halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
We just need but we just need the haircut for you, man. And this needs to be a poll on Twitter. But I have to have the poll up long enough for everyone to get enough votes. I don't want 20 votes.
Yeah.
I want 10 votes on there. I know we get a lot more views than 10 fucking votes, so I would like to see...
Hype up the poll, dude.
It's got to be hyped up.
Say the poll drops next week, and the poll, when you drop it, it will be open for 1 week. So that's 2 weeks from now. We will have a result on what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And that will be... Everybody interested will have to fucking, I don't know. Spread the word. I'm going to get a stupid haircut, I guess.
No, we'll make the poll right now, so let's do this. I'm on the Twitter page right now. Alright. I'm sorry. Alright, so rat tail.
I'm going to bail on this so fast.
Are you?
No.
Rat tail.
Rat tail, Jesus Christ.
Chili bowl mullet. Chili bowl mullet or just mullet? No, we'll do mullet or bowl cut. All right.
I don't know.
Mullet of your choosing. Nasty boy mullet, Theo Vaughn style mullet. Whatever kind of mullet of your choosing.
Okay.
Bald fade.
Bald fade. You fuck.
Bald fade.
I hate this.
Slash lineup.
All right. We want you to look like a cocaine dealer, Alex.
Yeah, ball fade, lineup, bowl cut.
Bowl cut. Page boy haircut.
Nope. Rat tail. Rat tail, like I said, a rat tail you can get away with any haircut. So that's one.
Oh, those guys are facts!
I'm still here, barely.
Oh, God. Gorilla Strong has paid for your haircut tonight.
Oh boy.
So I mean, it's up to you, buddy.
One option should be the Gorilla Strong, where I just like fucking
bowl cut. Gorilla Strong's choice. All right, that'll be the next one. Can I add another one?
No, I think that's the max options. We gotta find a fucking
mullet / bowl cut, or Gorilla Strong's choice.
No, I can say the Gorilla Strong haircut, just like the bald.
But you don't have a beard. The bald, that's cheating, dude. Because I could shave my head and I.
Yeah, but we're talking about going.
That's not a bad.
We're talking about going straight Stefan Molyneux on my head. Like I've never fucking been skinhead. I
could go to your fucking Instagram page and find you with a shaved head. I guarantee.
I've always had at least like a 1, dude.
So mullet or bowl cut. This isn't what you get to choose. Actually, I said it was your choice. As long as you're down to do it, you don't get to choose the haircuts. I'm not bullying. This isn't hazing or bullying. I hope you know that. I want to let everyone know that if he agrees to this, there's there's no fine print. It is a verbal agreement amongst peers.
Amongst peers. All right,
friends.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Mullet, bowl cut. If you want to back out, man, I can just delete this poll, remove this poll right here, and Gorilla Strong.
How do I throw money in on this?
Strong's
Hit
choice.
the Streamlabs.
Gorilla Strong's choice. I'm gonna do this.
It has to be like a week, dude.
Next Friday, would that be 7 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 days from now.
The poll will close like during the show, whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And but we'll probably have our results like before, because there'll probably be like one that's like higher, you know what I mean?
All right.
We'll know by the show.
Alex haircut campaign. All right, it's out there, guys. Everyone out on fucking.
Everyone go unfollow
CLAMBAKED. Yeah, please do not unfollow us.
No,
please. We just don't want you to. No. It's out there. You guys saw us post it right there, so it's live. And if you back out, then I mean we have to donate that money to a charity of
my choice.
Yeah, charity of your choice.
I back out.
You're
be disreputable, and I get to choose where the money goes.
Piece of shit. You're like, yeah, my weed fund. You fucking dick.
Gorilla Strong's like The Weeknd style. That would be so fucking funny. You know who the rapper The Weeknd?
Let me look him. What's it look like?
I'm trying to find you a fucking. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it his name is The Weeknd?
There's no. It's not spelt that way though. But yeah, you'll find it.
That's him.
I'll find it. His old haircut. There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah, we could definitely. I'm down with doing something like that, folks. I mean, that could be something. You know, again, it's it. I mean, the poll is out there for the 5 folks out there watching right now. Spread the word if you can. you know, we're trying to have a little bit of fun out here. And try to
we out here living. What y'all doing?
Try to have some fun. Fucking, let's do it.
You guys are living too.
Yep.
What are the fucking other haters doing? Wearing their fucking stupid fucking necklaces.
We'll definitely take you to the correct barbershop too. If it's you know the bald fade. If the bald fade wins, we'll take you down to the hood, and we'll get you done right. You know.
I got you.
So I mean, I'm down. Of course I am. I'm not the one getting my hair cut, man. Hey, I'm bald. If I had the hair, I would definitely volunteer, man. I'm just lacking.
Oi.
Lack thereof. So I apologize, dude.
Yeah, it's not your problem. Not your fault. Not your monkey. Not your zoo. Ugh.
Wah, wah. So, in other news, no. What else you got for us, man? You got any?
I was trying to drop the signal to be like, hit me with a guess what.
Hit me with your best snot.
I have a story to tell. Hey, guess what? Did you know that a suspected shark thief in San Antonio aquarium was charged with felony robbery? Did you know a guy tried to steal a shark in fucking Texas? That happened. Miss Helen is alive and well after the ordeal. Jenny Spellman, the aquarium's general manager, told NBC News on Monday night. So anyway, ended perfect. Nice segue.
Oh,
a suspect accused of stealing a small shark from the San Antonio aquarium and smuggling it out in a baby carriage was charged with felony theft, according to authorities. Holy shit. So Anthony Sinclair Shannon, 38, was arrested Monday night and charged with felony theft of property valued at $2,500 to less than $30,000 for the heist of Miss Helen, a horn shark at the San Antonio Aquarium on Saturday, according to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. So there you go. A guy stole a shark and he got bopped. The 16-inch long female shark was notably snatched on the last day of Shark Week, the Discovery Channel's popular annual week-long pro-mate group. God. What the fuck? That guy is an OG. That guy, not even an OG. That's the wrong. Like, he's a fucking legend. This guy is just like, it's last day of Shark Week. The fuck am I gonna? Fuck it. I'm getting that shark.
I can't have it end this quick. You know.
He's like, I don't want 2019 Shark Week. I want 2018 Shark Week. Dude, and they're gonna release him. They should release him from prison 5 years from now, the day after Shark Week ends, and fucking 20. Ooh. You know what I mean?
Right. Just so he misses
it. Just fuck him.
You know,
just fuck him over.
They're gonna
like
give
that.
him every channel in prison except for Discovery, dude. That's fucked up, dude.
Security video released Monday shows the three thieves walking through the aquarium while pushing a baby carriage. They then snagged the horn shark from an interactive touch pool while an attendant was busy assisting other visitors, according to the aquarium. Dude, so like they have like those little fucking touch pools at the Boston Aquarium, dude.
Right, the New England Aquarium.
Yeah, they got like rays and shit in there. That'd be like you stealing a fucking ray or whatever the fuck.
I've thought of stealing sea turtles from that fucking tank, to tell you the truth.
Those sea turtles are kind of tight.
That guy must have been drunk or something. To steal so he stole a shark. Did he have the proper tank? Did he just take it to kill it and just have the shark, or did he want to have it as a pet? Did it say?
It says the shark nappers then slipped into a filter room and emptied out a beach bucket where they placed Miss Helen and then transferred her into the stroller and hurried up the stairs and out into the parking lot before driving away, the aquarium said. So they drove away.
Okay.
They got the shit in a bucket, and they're out.
They were planning this. It wasn't just like hey, I dare you to snatch this fucking shark, dude. Wow.
Jamie Shank, the aquarium's assistant director of husbandry, told investigators that she suspects the man who stole Miss Helen visited the aquarium about a month prior to the heist and pretended to be an employee for Instant Ocean, the company that supplies the aquarium with salt. The man offered to do salt and water testing for all the aquarium's exhibits because the company had sent out bad batches of salt, according to the Post.
Damn. Hey, you just sent me the wrong salt.
Wow. So anyway, the shark is alive and well. They got it back and stuff, and this dude's
What's
looking
up with people stealing animals and shit?
We don't think he was planning on selling it. He didn't say that, but from looking at the other animals there, more than likely it was something that he wanted, he said. He had one of those in the past. I don't know. I think the animal had died sometime in the past. Says somebody that they don't fucking...
I mean, I've known someone with a water monitor, a.k.a. a fucking alligator.
Yeah, I know this person, too.
Yeah, I think you know them, too.
Shout out.
And honestly, I have no idea where that alligator went once it got past 6 feet.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It might have ended up in a local pond or something.
I heard stories. This gentleman.
And it's been on the... Dude, I've seen it on the news, man. But anyway.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago or something like that, you know? But someone in your area got beaten with a keyboard. Now, a fucking computer keyboard or a musical keyboard?
A woman beat her daughter to death with a keyboard. That's fucked,
Probably
man.
a computer keyboard. I'm assuming a computer keyboard.
Well, rest in peace to that woman, man. I mean, to the little girl who died or whatever. I guess I don't know if she's a little girl. Maybe it was like an old woman who beat like a 30-something-year-old woman to death. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
gnarly.
sucks, man. That shit does not make me happy to hear.
Yeah. I wonder if she was fucking on drugs. Because you got to be pretty crazy to do something like that, I would say. Right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Would you? Would you?
No, I would.
As far as like, are you done with that story?
Yeah.
All right, it's like that's fucking crazy that someone would do that, but that's a good segue to this. I had a video here that was I think this is in Detroit again.
They say they're animal lovers. They'll keep your dog for life, but really, they just want to sell your pet and get their paws on the cash.
So he just fucking said it right there. Anyone in Detroit probably knows this guy because his videos are killer.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's going after people that have put ads out there, or like, say I want to give my dog up for adoption.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, it's free, it's going to a good home, or even if it was $50, you just had to pay a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
These people are just going ahead and flipping them.
Okay.
Dog flipping on Craigslist and stuff. We don't have to watch the whole video. It's 7
Pursuit
minutes.
for Jesus.
Meet Rick Sherman.
Hey, everybody.
This to do it.
What?
I don't want you to get your first impressions just yet.
This guy seems like the man.
All right, so the first
far.
story. First story, this lady
Her
like
first
put this
call
dog up.
was from Rick Sherman and his wife Maria.
They sounded like wonderful people. We're going to keep her inside. We have a nice fenced-in yard. So it just sounded perfect.
Rick and Maria drove up to Cheryl's house in their shiny black Cadillac. Said they wanted the dog to keep as a pet forever. Cheryl went to bed that night happy, knowing Susie had a nice new home. But the next morning, Cheryl broke into tears when she saw this ad on Craigslist. It's
Damn,
Susie
that's
for sale for $125.
If you look at the picture, she looks so sad. And I felt duped.
Cheryl and her family drove to Rick and Maria's house, determined to get Susie back. But
that automatically just makes these people scumbags, in my opinion. You know, there's no
absolute
ifs, ands,
horseshit.
buts about it. There's no coming back from just
Susie
one
was
dog.
already sold.
You know?
And the nice church-going couple, Rick and Maria, now weren't so nice.
Maria right away got on the phone and called 911, called the police on us. And her husband laughed in my face
All right,
and
so
told me...
that's one lady that dealt with a dog. This is another lady, same thing.
Susie, since she was a puppy.
They said that they were moving.
They were moving all right, moving dogs. Nicole contacted Cheryl and realized everything Maria had told her about Susie
bought the dog.
was bogus.
Oh, she lied. She lied to me and my 5 children standing right beside me. It's just unbelievable.
Damn.
Susie lucked out and got a good home. But
So the dog got a good home, which is good.
I mean, dude, you think about that. It's unethical. I'll 100% say it's unethical. I won't say it ain't hustling.
Right, it's not illegal. That's the thing.
No,
There's
I don't really even see the why. I don't see the precedent to make it illegal either.
It's a pet.
It sort of sucks. It's
right.
shitty. I mean, you would
Right.
hate to find out that you very reluctantly give your
Didn't
pet
mean
away.
to do that.
That's okay. You reluctantly give away your fucking loved pet to somebody.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, they finally got a home, and you find out they're just being resold, and you're like, damn, my dog's bouncing around. But at the same time, if this person is then selling the dog for $125. You know who buys a dog for $125? Someone who's gonna fucking take care of the dog.
But that's quick cash. That's like, oh, I don't want to deal with $500 because, I mean, dogs.
Dogs can be expensive.
They could be.
You're right.
You know, we didn't pay for ours. It was like an adoption fee, but it was $500 each for a fucking, you know, for a puppy. But it pays for, you know, shots, the
yeah, no, totally.
The neutering, the travel.
I've rescued it before.
There you go. So, I mean,
may not be the case with all the other dogs Rick and Maria Sherman have done this to. This is Barbara. A year ago, Rick and Maria answered her dog post on Craigslist.
80s mom perm.
80s mom perm.
We could take you to like a salon or like. We're gonna have to go to Supercuts. We'll go to Supercuts.
Do you have any LA looks?
Yeah, LA looks number 10. We need the mega ultra mega hold LA looks, like the fluorescent green shit.
Yes, that was what we were told.
But when Barbara tried for months to check up on the dog she had to give away, no one at the Sherman home answered.
No response.
Barbara has no idea where her dog. And guess what?
That's her dog. Blah blah blah. This fucking.
To a dog Bobby had seen a few days earlier on Craigslist. Bobby contacted that dog's owner, and guess what? He said he'd placed the dog with Rick and Maria, who promised it a lifelong home.
So you see a pattern here, yeah. These fucking guys. So like when this guy creeps up on their house, he sees her outside with like just like random dogs. Like here we go.
Doggone it!
You running a dog business here? Maria.
Excuse me.
Hey, I'm trying to ask you some questions. Are you running a dog business here?
Maria runs inside.
What the fuck's a dog business?
Dog business.
That's a stupid thing to say.
Just like she did to Cheryl. Now here comes.
You're running a dog store in this
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Rick?
Just all right. This guy.
All right. Let's
takes
see
the fucking cake. And he should just be put out of.
You're Rick, right?
What's your name?
I'm Rob Walchuk from Fox 2.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Hey, I want to ask...
Have you received Jesus Christ as your Savior?
Can't say I was expecting that. Rick decided...
Let's go. All right, I'm loving this dude right now.
Here he goes.
He's a piece of shit, but that's a good gambit.
Here he goes.
It's a great
He's the
gambit.
one who's gonna do the talking. So I let him talk.
I'm asking you, have you received Jesus Christ as your Savior?
I sure have.
And talk.
Have you ever witnessed to somebody about Jesus? Or are you ashamed of Jesus? You just said you were a Christian, but now you won't talk to me about Jesus. So you're ashamed about Jesus.
And talk.
I love Jesus. Do you love Jesus?
I love Jesus.
Have you ever witnessed anybody about Jesus?
I also love listening to somebody tell me the truth.
Okay, I'm telling you the truth.
Rick, come on and answer some
Pause
questions.
this real quick. I want you to notice, like, you could probably even back this up a little bit to catch it, the difference. You don't have to, but
I will.
I think, look how dark it is right there.
Ever witness to somebody about Jesus? Or are you ashamed of Jesus? You just said you were a Christian, but now you won't talk to me about Jesus. So you're your Savior?
Maria runs inside and calls the cops, just like she did to Cheryl.
Or are you ashamed of Jesus? You just said you were a Christian, but now you won't talk to me about Jesus. So you're ashamed about Jesus.
And talk.
I love Jesus. Do you love Jesus?
I love Jesus.
Are you ashamed?
This guy is the god of dogs.
Yeah, this guy definitely. I don't even know how he owns a home.
You just said you were a Christian.
Time out. You know what? Know how he owns his home? It's because he's a squatter, and whenever somebody comes by, he hits him with the like, "Have you accepted Jesus?"
It's true.
Do you accept God? You are ashamed of God.
That's true.
He's a squatter. They fucking fund their drug habit by fucking selling dogs.
Jesus. So you're ashamed about Jesus.
And talk.
I love Jesus. Do you love Jesus?
I love Jesus.
Have you ever witnessed anybody about Jesus? I also love
listening to somebody tell me the truth about
I'm telling you the truth.
Rick, come on and answer some questions. No, I want to ask you about this dog stuff.
I'm asking you a question.
I want to find out about the dog stuff.
I don't know anything about dogs, but I'm concerned about your soul.
Maria keeps popping in and out, but neither her nor Rick are answering any questions about
what the fuck is this?
Right.
I don't know why.
Right.
That's just so funny.
It went from dog napping. Yeah.
Dog business.
Yes.
I don't know anything about dogs, but I know a lot about Jesus.
By now, Rick's drawn the attention of his neighbors.
Hey, everybody. I'm concerned with your soul. If you haven't repented and believed in Jesus,
how'd you like to live next to this guy?
But it's your opportunity to, as a Christian, to try to get this out on the air right now before the cops come, that Jesus Christ is Lord and that people need to believe in Him.
They're gonna put you in a rubber suit, dude.
They're gonna put you in straight up, man. This guy's serious. He's like, I've seen a lot of fucking wackos. I'm sure.
Put me in a rubber suit for Jesus.
Brother.
Rick Sherman may have never worn a rubber suit, but he has worn a prison suit. Yep, old religious Rick the Dog Man spent 5 years in the doghouse. In 1997, Rick pled guilty to...
You think he...
Felony assault and bodily harm less than murder.
Holy shit, yeah.
So he fucked someone up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a felony assault, yeah.
But how long did he serve for?
5 years.
Felony assault, so he fucked somebody up 5 years bad?
So that's when he turned to Christianity. He turned into a loving Christian back.
It's a felony assault.
And so instead of fucking attacking this guy, he's pushing... Instead of pushing fists, he's pushing Christ.
Wait, so this dude got 2 counts of that shit.
Yeah, so that's probably 2.
With bodily harm less than murder. Now Rick's out of prison. What would Jesus do? I guarantee you,
God bless
it wouldn't be tricking people out of their dogs.
Rick and Maria, you may think you're going
Time out. How did he fucking beat this weak ass fucking reporter? All right, first of all, I was saying at the beginning of this when this guy started doing this Jesus shit, it's a brilliant fucking gambit.
Yeah.
Like if I was playing D&D and I had a character who was like a rogue, liar, fucking trickster sort of dude, and I was trying to like trick a guard, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna try to do the religious trick. That guy just rolled a fucking nat 20 with the religious trickery, and he completely fooled that fucking reporter because that reporter didn't get any answers out of him.
Exactly.
That is so fucking that's the takeaway to this from me. Like that guy just taught me a life skill. Like my boss is about to fire me. He's like, listen, we got to come talk, Alex. You got, I'm like, have you accepted the Lord Jesus?
Right.
Like, and I'll keep my job.
You're fired. Like, and then you could totally just push. Wait, is it because you're rejecting our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
So what? You're not afraid of him?
You must not be saved. You must not be saved if you feel it in your heart to let me go, because that's something Jesus Christ wouldn't do.
Jesus Christ! I just used the Lord's name in vain, but that's fucking funny as fuck.
I don't know, man. That guy's a fucking psychopath. But
no, he's truly real talk. He's a scumbag.
Vinyl suit. Hey, let us know, guys. Like I said, if the video is syncing up correctly with the audio. We've had trouble in the past.
But,
we should be good. We haven't played any live video, so as far as YouTube. But let us know if there's any video audio delay out there. But to go back to that shit, I just saw it skip over there. That's why.
Gotcha.
What is he saying? Sounds like a marine biologist.
It's on the prowl.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the fucking shark being stolen and shit. And then talking about the dog god dude. He's like, we don't serve cats here. This is a dog business, and we love Jesus here. I need to get Tony over here, man.
Yeah, man.
Love you, buddy.
Shit, there must be a fast party going on tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, no, that's fine. Like, I don't blame people for going to a fast party, but you know what that gets you? It gets you doot. You know what I'm saying? You become a skeleton. You're playing your fucking horn.
Do you want that?
No, I'm good. I can't smoke right now. Yeah, you get the doot. You become a fucking skeleton playing a horn in some sort of macabre fucking, Mexican skeleton band. If you go to the fast party, you don't want to do that.
No.
Slow party, dude. You'll live longer, drink some tea. You'll age like Patrick Stewart. You're gonna look the same now. That's a Sean Connery, I think, but you fucking in 30 years you'll look pretty much the same as you do now if you subscribe to the slow party fucking regiment.
Slow party podcast.
Slow party podcast regiment, dude.
The number 2 podcast in this area code.
Yes. Yes, I completely agree. And again, thank you guys for fucking tuning in. You know what the deal is. Every Friday night we out here live streaming and fucking bringing you the silliness. And if you guys ever have like any fucking funny ass stories or some, feel free to hit up the DMs and shit. Let us know. Like, we'll get to that shit for sure. We'll post the videos you want us to see, and we'll all have a good fucking laugh about it.
Yeah. Feel free, like I said, like he just said, to interact as far as dropping anything.
Don't forget that poll to make me fucking look retarded,
nudes,
so I never get laid. My, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be really good. My wife would appreciate that.
You're just trying to get some girls to talk to you. I see what you're trying to do out there.
They get like, you know, you never know. That would just fucking work though. It would just be like, oh, that boy has a really stupid haircut. He's probably cool.
Well, like I said, if it was done nice, if you had it, you know, like if you had that bald fade, I doubt anyone was voted.
I don't want that. I'll get the bald fade if it wins, but I don't want the bald fade.
Let's see if we have any votes yet.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
I mean, we only posted like 15 minutes ago, so I'm not expecting.
We got a retweet.
Yeah, at least. I mean, 50% is Gorilla Strong. 6 votes.
Oh, 6 votes?
A Rat Tail. So we got 2 and 2. So, I mean, we got 3 and 3. All right. So we got 6 days left. All right, you guys.
All right.
I'm going to retweet it right now.
You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you. Oh, my goodness.
Cool. Yeah, we appreciate that. That's awesome, you guys.
Yeah, man. Follow me on Twitter at AcidDropOSY. Yep. Jeremy at CLAMBAKED Show.
That's true. That's one way to find us.
Yeah. You want to find us, you can find us in these streets, too. You know what I mean?
These streets?
In these streets.
But I bet Yous is afraid too. What?
I ain't gonna say anything. Why should I have to carry the show?
No, I'm just retweeting the poll out there. But yeah, we already got 6 votes out there. But it's Gorilla Strong's choice is strong. And Gorilla Strong, by the way, you don't have to choose any of the haircuts like I said that are mentioned.
It's literally your choice.
Wild card haircut.
Wild card.
I mean, with a wild card haircut, there has to be a time. If it's fucking bogus, you could cut it within like a day. I'm not, we wouldn't want you to. We wouldn't want you to look.
Actually, back in the day, right? Mad years ago, when Clambake was still a band, I forget exactly why, but we were doing a benefit show. We were doing like some sort of fundraiser sort of show, and we set it up so people could pay like $1 or like a few dollars or whatever to get. Like we made raffle tickets. We drew names from hats, and the winner could cut my hair on stage. Were you in the band for that?
I was not.
Oh yeah, I got my hair cut on stage at Max's, and some chick gave me like this fucking weird patchy mullet. It was more like a skullet, dude. I have a picture of it somewhere.
Nice.
I'll try to dig it up at some point.
Sick, dude. Appreciate it. We're gonna take a little 2-minute breather. We're gonna put a little entertainment on for you. It's not the video that I would have preferred to put on, but we're gonna be back. We got a couple more videos for you, and yeah, we'll be here until
guess what?
A little bit.
There might be more stuff to learn from me.
Yeah, there might be a few things. Huh?
So I have one more guess what, but I can make more guess whats because I know a lot of stuff.
I mean,
hey, guess what?
Blew it.
Ishizuka Onsho, the voice of Professor Oak in the Pokemon anime, passes away. NintendoEverything.com reports. We're sad to learn that Ishizuka Onsho, the longtime Japanese voice of Professor Oak in the Pokemon anime series, has passed away due to complications with esophagus cancer. Wow, what a shitty article. That's the article. I thought there was more. I was scrolling down and no, that's it. But he does the voice of Professor Oak. He did a lot of other voices and shit too. He was the voice of fucking Heihachi from Tekken 2. Or whatever fucking Tekken games there were. I don't know. But fuck cancer. Rest in peace, homie. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna smoke dope. I'm gonna eat some pussy. You guys fucking spread that poll. Get more people to subscribe to us or whatever the fuck. And we'll be back in like 2 minutes or whatever the fuck. Aight. Peace.
Dripping fast. Never thought you'd be the first to fall. It's such a shame. We couldn't watch your back today. It is such a disgrace that you're bleeding. Dripping fast. Never thought you'd be the first to fall. It's such a shame. We couldn't
We be back. Thank you guys
We'll
for
be back, man.
Still chilling and rocking with us tonight.
The Rocksteady Rhythms at the Clambake Show.
Night is still young. We're gonna head out of here in a little bit. We're not gonna stay too fucking late. You know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this might be a watchable episode if we don't have any fucking synchronization issues.
I know we've been pulling 3 hours here and there, but
I'm sick, dog. I ain't doing no 3 hours.
I know you're sick. So
Fuck
I mean,
that.
usually 3 hours is good if we started around 8 o'clock or so. But hey, man.
You know what sucks?
If you're new, by the way, go ahead and
thumbs up that motherfucker.
Not even if you're new. If you're fucking having a good time.
If you've been watching the show for weeks and have not subscribed, don't do it now. I mean, who needs that, Stan? Who needs that?
Yeah, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, man. So, I mean, shit, yeah, that man was pretty cool. It's weird to see a fucking drummer sing, you know, especially that intense, that fast of music, but be on point. I'm not sure if he sounds like that live, but
I feel fucking dumb, dude.
Pretty crazy.
Because I never knew that band, the Ergs. I didn't know the drummer was the singer of that band. Like, the Ergs, they're kind of old news at this point. I'm sort of just discovering them for the first time, like as of like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. To me, they reminded me of what Clambake could have been. Yeah. They're very sort of like dorky, and they rock. You know, I don't know. Good pop punk sort of shit. But I fucks with the Ergs. And
I fucked with the Verve pipe, man. Because we were nearly freshmen.
Dude, I saw a video of the Ergs. No, it was actually Roger Lima from Less Than Jake. He has another band, and they were covering an Erg song, and the singer came out and sang it with them, and it was super fucking tight.
Right on, man.
Yeah. I keep talking about these punk bands because they mean a lot to me.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about most of the time.
You should listen to these guys. They're good. They're up your alley. They're not just like some... Oh, man, there's nobody else, like, there's not enough fucking people watching to engage in this conversation. I have a discussion I would like to have with you at some point. I think it'd be super interesting, but I would kind of like it with a lot more of our regulars up and involved with it and shit. But I guess I won't bury the lead. So, and it's totally fine, like, Jeremy here and I, we often have differing opinions. Doesn't mean one of us is right or wrong, or one of us sucks and the other one doesn't, just... Fucking two dudes who just don't see eye to eye on certain things. That's totally fine, you know. Like, you don't like Ramshackle Glory or anything with Pat the Bunny. You don't like fucking Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains, that shit. And that's cool. I get it. It's certainly an acquired taste. I want to kind of... It's weird to me. You say, like, I don't like the dude's voice and shit. But you know what? I find more unlistenable than that is, like, anything that John Feldman from Goldfinger has produced in, like, the last, like, year... And this isn't even to sound shitty. It's just like it sounds so overprocessed that it sounds like pop vocals over like punk songs. And like, for example, that newish Goldfinger song, I want to like it, but I can't listen to it. Like, I always change it like a few seconds into because the vocals just don't sound right to me. They don't even sound really like a human or whatever the fuck to me.
I've never heard it. I have no idea, but
the new Goldfinger song with Mike Herrera's in the video and shit.
I heard it, but I just don't remember. It didn't stick to me, you know. I don't really.
Well, exactly. There you go. And it's like, well, but you never Ramshackle didn't stick to you either, so I guess it's not really a point for me or anything.
I don't know. But I have one last video. I want to show you.
Let's kick it. Let's keep the slow party rolling.
This my mother-in-law, right? My wife and I were looking at videos. Some like telemarketing or whatever bloopers, just because my mother-in-law,
that shit's funny,
is constantly buying us stuff that we don't necessarily need, but it's like she got it on QVC and there was a deal, so she got like something pink, like a pink can opener, like something we would never have.
Yep.
But she got it on QVC. She's always on QVC and stuff. This right here was fucking hilarious. This is what you expect to see.
But with the safety lid lifter lids, you put them in the trash.
Like crazy people.
Let's get it.
I can't make it cut through the bag. That's the beautiful part about this. There's so many dimensions to liking the safety lid lifter. Hello, Joe. How you doing today?
Hello, Bob.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, well, thank you. It is an honor to speak with you, and I do have the lid lifter.
Uh-huh.
It is a fantastic device. And one time, I've got to say, we've got some rat problems here in where I live, and they went on the top of the can, and I opened it with my old one, and it went into the food.
Now, see, you got right there, whatever the mouse was stepping in just went into your food.
And some bacteria, and, you know, I didn't give it to the kids. But then I said, when that happened, I said, that's it. That's the last straw.
That's the last one.
I'm getting the lid lifter.
Well, let me tell you, I'm just opening can after can, one right after the other. It's that fast to do it.
Speeding through the cans.
People live for this shit.
What the fuck?
Pardon me?
You're speeding through the cans.
Oh, yeah, it takes no time at all. Plus, this is rubberized, so you have a really nice grip.
Yeah, grip.
You know? Good grip. Do you like the little lid lifter, the little bird beak thing?
I like that. It's like a sparrow's beak.
Yeah, and you never have to touch the lid.
Yeah, never touching it and getting my hands.
And this is the best part here. No
Yeah,
sharp edge.
It doesn't even hurt you.
No, it doesn't. It's not sharp at all.
There would be blood everywhere.
No. And
No.
not on the can either.
Okay, well, thank you, Bob.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. Good talking to you out there in Washington.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
It's called the safety lid lifter, and again, I just want to show you the difference.
Oh, I don't know if anyone saw that.
That reminded me of when fucking Richard and Sal on Howard Stern show would always do those prank calls to like Tradio and shit.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a prank call. I think that was a legit caller on QVC by the sound of it.
That kind of struck me as like a planted caller,
Possibly,
like somebody who was
kind
like
of funny.
Yeah, somebody who was
very
like,
creepy.
Yeah, somebody who's supposed to like try to fucking make the product seem good.
Totally.
His like their buddies out back fucking calling and shit, like, hey, pretend to be fucking Eric from Idaho, whatever the fuck.
He's like, there's rats. I have a rat problem at my house, and like
And
mice step on the lids of the cans.
Yeah, that's your issue. You know, got rats in your house and your kids live there. You just said.
Who the fuck says that though? Who's gonna bring that up while you're on the phone with somebody? Yeah, but you know, and the germs getting. I'm not gonna give that to the kids. And I said, I don't know.
There's levels to this shit, dude.
There's
a lot to unpack.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think this is just your typical prank phone call. But
no, I
think there's someone.
I don't think it was. I think the most likely things: creepy caller or planted call that was just really fucking shitty.
Right.
Like it was like it was supposed to be one of those fucking plants or whatever, and he just kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, it's gold.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty damn funny. But shit, we're probably gonna head out of here. Well, we are heading out of here. It was good to have you guys.
Yes.
Chill with us tonight.
I just shrunk.
Definitely did during this slow jam, slow party. Definitely make sure if you're new to the channel,
spread that Twitter link.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to. Jethro the donkey will not bite your fingers off. But yeah. It was great having you here. You have anything for the kids out there, Alex?
Smoke dope and eat pussy till your jaw breaks. Stay in school. Don't do hard drugs.
That's true, man.
Hard drugs will fuck you up.
Just experiment with them.
You'll waste time and shit trying to fucking kick that shit. And even if you're successful, you'll have wasted like fucking at least a year and a half. So don't even fucking bother with hard drugs.
It's true. Punk Gamer might be back this week on Tuesday. If not, we might have a little something special for you on Tuesday. If not, other than that, we'll see you fine.
Wish me a quick recovery, folks.
On Friday.
Something more. Yes, me will go up this door.